Welcome again to Let's Talk Science with Pastor Dan. I've been talking a lot in the last couple of videos about evolutionary chemistry and why I have a huge problem with it because it doesn't work. It's a theoretical construct based on almost a religion because there's so much. I mean, I don't have enough faith for the leaps it takes for a lot of these processes, and one of the most fundamental reason is the four basic building blocks of life. I'm not an organic chemist, or I'm definitely not a bioorganic chemist, but the four basic processes of life are carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. Now, if we just take three of those, if we take lipids, we take carbohydrates, and we take nucleic acids. First of all, when it comes to carbohydrates, many of the most important carbohydrates are what we call stereoisomers of themselves. What does that mean? If you look at your one hand and you look at your other hand, now both of these hands are identical, but the structures are opposite. You can't put them over top of each other. And unless they're formed up this way, they don't work. The processes that we need in the body, they don't work properly. There are some really basic ones that we can allow them to take place with very little assistance, but they don't generate what's called stereoisomers of each other. They're not chiral in nature, and so that's a huge problem that can't be formed. In terms of the lipids, the phosphate structures that are involved with that, and the structures involved with, and again, go back and look at Dr. John Turning's videos. He's much better explaining that. That structure cannot happen on its own. You just can't put it into a petri dish and throw some electricity in and whammo bammo, you get it. And the last thing are nucleic acids. Nucleic acids are the basics of DNA, based off a sugar base, a phosphate group, and a nucleic acid structure. All of these are incredibly complicated, and it takes a lot of work and intelligence to turn those into working, functioning molecules. All by themselves, they just don't, because there's too much energy involved. There's too much a desire for entropy, as I talked about this before. So as a result, these basic building blocks of life really make the idea that this sort of happened on its own almost laughable. So hopefully that helps explain some things. Again, if you want better videos, go look at John Turning and Stephen Myers. Both of those very, very good chemists, and Dr. Turning's an organic professor, so much better. All right, hopefully not too bad. Take care. God bless. Bye.